Hello, anyone out there? Welcome to the Total War Arena Rise of the Commanders tournament. We're heading into the semi-finals and finals. If you can hear me now, just tell me if my mic's working. I have no fucking idea. And I can't get rid of my toolbar down here. Anyone there? All by myself. I don't want to be all by myself. My mic is not working? Damn it. Is it working now? Is it working now? Well, fuck. Everything is working now. Can you hear me? Oh, you're an Aussie as well, mate. Welcome to Convict Island. It's a great fucking place. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I am Australian. I thought you said you were Australian. Yeah, I'm fucking... I'm 50% Aussie. Hopefully my mic is working now. I do not have Canadian... Oh, how much is Canadian Club? Way too fucking much, man. It's $50 a litre. I have changed over though. I'm going with the Jim Beam this time. Kentucky, a bit of Kentucky fucking bourbon right there. Hold on a sec. Is this fucking paused? Nah. We just might be waiting a while. I have no idea when the tournament starts. I just presumed it was about this time. I'm mostly Aussie. I wasn't actually born in Australia, but I've lived my whole life in Australia. I was in New Zealand for pretty much like 10, 11 months, and that's about it. Yes, kind of, 38 US dollars though, if you convert that, it'll probably be about the same amount. Yeah, I'm pretty much Aussie. I just have dual citizenship. And while we wait for this shit, I'm just gonna start smashing this Jim Beam down. Nothing like a bit of liquid fucking courage. And somewhere along the line, it's not even owned by any of the beams. It's owned by a dude called No. Fred No, apparently. $17 fucking dollars? What the hell? That's pretty good. We have some cheap brands here, but they're so fucking crap. You wouldn't want to drink it. It's just poison in the bottle. Guinness. Damn, I've never really... I can always drink 1 pint, and that's it. Then I have to drink some weaker beer. Because Guinness to me is like a fucking milkshake of beer. It's so thick. It's like a meal. $750 is 18 US dollars. What's that in Aussie? Still way fucking cheaper than here. You can buy vodka for $4. What the fuck? Dude, the cheapest vodka here is like $40 for 1 liter. Yeah, he must be in Rusky territory to get that cheap. I did live in Sri Lanka for a while, and you could get like a fucking tally for $1. It was cheap as shit to get drunk there. But you had to watch out because some of the booze could actually make you blind. So it was cheap, but you could go blind. That was the risk. Yeah, dude, I had no fucking idea. I thought the tournaments were starting in 1 hour. But they started live streaming, so I'm guessing they might be starting early. Oh, dude, China has the worst. Sri Lankan alcohol, it wasn't totally shit. You could drink it. It was fucking bad, but you could drink it. The shit in China, man, like, it just tasted like metho. So we tipped it on the table because we were young and dumb. We thought this was going to be fucking awesome. We tipped it on the table and lit it on fire. The whole fucking fire just went up in, like, the whole table went up in flames. And I was like, man, we have been drinking metho. That's how fucked that shit was. So when you go to China, they also try to rip you off. They'll have things like Jack Daniels. But the minute you drink, you have a little sip, it's not fucking Jack Daniels. They try to rip you off all the time with that. Wicked Pirate. That sounds like the shit they had in China, man. They called it, I think it was Biju or Piju. And I was like, man, I think we are drinking terps or metho or some crap. And it definitely tasted like it. And yeah, when you lit it on fire, it burns like it. So yeah, you guys might want to come back in, I don't know, fucking 20, 30 minutes because I'm almost certain the tournament actually starts in 1 hour. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe it's because I put my drink in front of it. Is it working good now? 1 EU team versus 3 Russian teams. I think there's isn't there 2 EU teams? Well, there's 1 mixed team. And then there's 2 Russian teams, and then there's 1 EU team, I'm pretty sure. Could play in the tourney. I haven't seen much of that shit, man. I just don't read any of the social media crap. And yeah, it's a fucking great tourney when you don't read anything on Reddit and all that. The only thing I heard is Sun Tzu bloody what they do? They did something. They pulled out. They didn't want to actually be in the tournament, which is a bit disappointing because that's who I was thinking would win the fucking tournament. Are you famous? Nah, man. Anyway, guys, while we wait, probably 20-30 minutes, I'm gonna start fucking drinking. Dude, I think it's going to start in probably 44 minutes. I just saw them start streaming, so I thought, fucking here we go. We're getting straight into it. But I think the actual tournament starts at 3 a.m. my time. It's only 2:16. So, what the fuck's the time? GMT? It's, hopefully that's the right time. Oh, so that's what happened to Sun Tzu. They got fucking knocked out by the Dream Team, who are the dudes that I think will win the tournament. They're pretty good. Pretty damn good. But you never know. Hey man, how's it going? We're just waiting for this shit to load up. Actually, no, it does say waiting for Total War Arena stream service June the 11th, 2 a.m. It's 2:22 a.m. So yeah, it should be on right now. Yeah, man, I was waiting for them to actually start. It could start any second. Last time I did this, I missed the first game. GMT 1830 is in 2 hours. Yeah, so it should definitely have started by now then. Alright, at least we got some music now. What volume's a good volume? Let's fucking... Out there? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Because I noticed that the mic video, like the mic volumes and the music volumes are all different compared to when I just recorded video. It's fucking weird. Oh shit, here we go, here goes our first game, maybe? I'm not sure, they might just decide to load up a different loading screen. Never know how the fuck this is going to work. It's good old Maria vs Nilfgaard. I just like the name Nilfgaard, you know. Witcher 3, man. I'm not sure who AV Maria is, but it could be something from The Witcher. Is the music loud enough for you guys, or should I turn this shit up? Alright, hopefully that's a bit better. Can you hear that? Oh, they're actually showing unit selection this time. This is pretty interesting. So we got Scorpions, Archers on, I can presume, is the Maria team. Meanwhile, these guys have just got one range unit. That's different. Yesterday, range units were fucking everywhere, but it's a different map this time. No elephants in sight though on either team. One thing I have noticed is Boudica archers are fucking popular. Well, barbarian archers at tier 8, should I say, are popular. No Kanane. There hasn't been one fucking Kanane. What is happening? Where's the pikes? Where's the fucking pikes? Where's the archers on the Kanane? It's good to see that melee is still a valid option. Both teams have at least one melee player. The melee vanilla is still fucking good. He's good as shit. I tried, man. But then I can't see the chat because I'm fucking shit at doing live streams. Alright, here we go. We're into the first fucking game of the semi-finals, and it is Maria versus Nilfgaard. Both of them haven't brought too much range. Compared to yesterday, there's ranged all over the place. Maybe it's just this map. So much terrain around to hide behind from Archer Fire. And damn, that guy's gone in deep. But he seems to be eating shit. That Cav is... I'm not sure. I'll just pull the fuck out, man. Those spears are going to wreck that Cav. I'm not sure why he still has it there. Maybe it's just a spot. Who the fuck knows? And then here's the other Cav. It's a Cav on Cav battle, but he's going to get surrounded. And the spears are coming to help. I think Nilfgaard's just losing all their bloody cavalry at this stage. Who the fuck knows why? Maybe it's just a spot. I don't know. Meanwhile, we have these swords fighting each other up top. The war dogs are going in, but they ate a lot of shit there from the charge from the barbarians. The range units are going in now, but that's not even... That's fucking Nilfgaard's range, but he's in infiltrate like a cunt. It does look like Maria has a decent lead. Nilfgaard did seem to waste, in my opinion, they seem to waste a lot of Cav for no damn reason. It didn't seem to provide any bonuses, really. And those war dogs have eaten a lot of shit without achieving too much. I guess there was no pikes to counter, and that's what they were hoping to do with the war dogs. But Maria, on the other hand, just brought no fucking war dogs, no pikes at all. No Kanane. No Leo pikes, just no pikes at all. So the war dogs are kind of fucked. Unless they can get to some ranged units. Over here we have another Cav versus sword. Man, these guys are fighting a lot of infantry with their Cav. And I have no idea what this guy's doing. He's setting up some genius plan. I'm just not sure what that plan is. One thing I have noticed is Hannibal has been getting the most kills in so many games lately. I'm guessing at tier 8 he really becomes a powerhouse. At tier 5 he kinda sucks. They are losing their Scorpions on Maria's side, but they got such a lead. I just don't think they give a fuck. Here comes the Cav from Maria's side to get the rear charge on the red team. The Nilfgaardians are eating a lot of shit at this stage. The Cav has been getting dominated by Maria's Cav. Meanwhile, there's some spears fighting some swords. I've just got to say, I think Maria's got this shit in the bag. They even have the range advantage. They just fucking won it. They won it, and they didn't even have to fucking try. By the way, if you're hoping for a stream that is not biased, you're completely wrong. This is the most biased stream. Meanwhile, all these bloody blue players are going to surround that spear, wreck their face. Nilfgaard does have some archers left, but there's not much to protect them. So it's only a matter of time until Maria's Cav goes in, wipes them the fuck out, and then we'll be moving on to the next game. And you gotta remember, guys, at the end, the rest are still alive, and that's 250 points on each team. So Nilfgaard at this stage is basically down to, I think it's 200 on each team, so Nilfgaard's down to nothing. They're in the world of pain right now. I'm not sure what the plan was with that Cav. Literally. I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know. Like, they did nerf the damage spears do to Cav, but I still wouldn't take them on from the front. I just wouldn't take them on in general. But that happened. No one knows why. And that is the end of the first game. Maria with the stompage, but we saw this yesterday where one team did stomp the first game. And then Sons of Zeus managed to win 2 in a row, even after getting a bit of a trampling in the first game. So this might be the case here. We'll just have to wait and see. And I think they're just going to go kill the ref, because the ref is the only one fucking left. And they're all DC'd! If the ref goes into cap, nah, it's fucking over. It's clearly over. They know they won. Yeah, there we go. 1 for Maria. Nilfgaard really needs to pick up their game, especially with that Cav. Saying that, that'd probably kick my ass. But in this tournament, you have to be on your game. You can't just be taking on spears with your cavalry. It's just a wasted unit. They didn't get to use much of that spotting. I'm not sure what the hell went on there. He might have Aussie ping and be lagging the fuck out. Yeah, that was easy. I'm probably not meant to say that. I am the worst commentator. Because I just go, man, they fucking stopped them. You're meant to say, that was a close game. It could have gone either way. Who could win? But man, let's be honest. They fucking stopped them. But we saw this yesterday. And Nilfgaard could pull some shit out of their ass and fling it straight at Maria. Cover her and shit. And they could pull off 2 victories in a row. One thing that is disappointing is yesterday we had the staring competitions where they showed who got the top score on both teams. It looks like they're cutting out the staring competitions now. We won't be able to see that. Instead, we're gone straight to the cloud loading screen. And we're just going to have to wait for another game. And there we have it. Maria is in the lead with their 1 point. 1 more win, and they move straight into the finals. And meanwhile, the Witcher 3 is like, man, you gotta represent us. You gotta fucking represent us. We made such a good game. We should be in #1 position. We should be in the lead at all times. Stump. The funny thing about that is they did have spectator mode at one stage, and then they did not. Yeah, if you ask me, I think that is going to be the case. But you never know. You never know. The Dream Team is fucking strong though. Alright, both teams are heading into the second fight. More archers this time round. One team has 2 archers. The Nilfgaards are bringing them in force. While the other team... Oh, there we go. We've got the Khanate. The Khanate is there with pikes and archers. While they do have a Scipio Scorpion player. Interesting choice. I'm not sure what advantage he does have over Sulla. I guess he does have that charge ability. And Oath on the infantry. And Sulla cavalry. Interesting fucking choices going on here. Sulla cav. Who would have thought? And look at this shit. There's one catapult hiding right there in the corner. So they're going to use that catapult to try to nuke the flag if they lose control of it. Meanwhile, these guys have the Scorpions, so they might be playing a more defensive game. Usually the Scorpions like to deploy right around here and then shoot up that hill. We'll have to wait and see though. I'm surprised. I've not seen Solicav in this tournament so far. Okay, so Charles does not work with Artie. It's not like the ranged units, so I'm not sure why he would not go Solar. It just seems like a better option. Maybe they know something I fucking don't. I'm wondering the same thing. Solicav can run around the battlefield and share that buffer about a bit. So that kind of makes sense, but Scipio Scorpions, when I play Scorpions, I plan to not have to pop Oath on my Scorpions, but, you know, that's their choice. Apparently it's a good one. We'll find out. Yeah, you do have the ulti, but Whip is so damn good. And you still have the Solar ulti, which isn't bad either. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. They're going to, if they do get caught out by the Cav, they can pop that Oath ability, which will allow the Solar Cav to come save their asses. The Solar Cav to me would make a lot more sense at tier 9 and tier 10. That's when he gets that armor pen. And in my opinion, at that stage, he does take over Scipio. At tier 8, you miss so much on the Solar though. You don't have the charge deflect on the infantry. I don't even think you have the morale buff on the infantry at tier 8. I think that's a tier 9 thing. There's so much shit you're missing out on. One good thing is we are going to see the good old-fashioned Kanane, Pikes, and Archer combo. The best fucking combo in the game. Nothing can beat it. If Maria loses, I'll be surprised. Because if Kanane is on your team, you can't fucking lose. Yeah, I guess you do have a lot of flexibility with Solar. because you can spread the aids with prescription, running around, buffing up the infantry, and then when you do see your ranged units in a bad spot, you can whip over there, get in combat, mess them up. Well, at this rate, I'm going to be drunk as fuck. I'm already starting to slur my words. And we're not even into the second game. I might have to slow down on the drinks. Well, the game should start very soon. They did pick the units they were going to use. And then we got this loading screen, so we don't know what the fuck is happening, man. Hopefully, it's in 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Well, if all my solar cav is blobbed, like, all, well, near each other, then yeah. You only use prescription on one unit, there is no benefit to having it on all three. And at the higher tiers, when you do reduce the enemy team charge deflect, you charge with the one cav that you are going to have prescription on, not your commander unit, one of the other units. Once that charge hits, you turn it on, and then the other two go in, and that does boost your damage a fair bit. But yeah, there's no point having all three on, unless the units are spread out all over the place. Right, looks like we're moving into the second game of the semi-finals. They still have the same unit composition. And this time, instead of the Barbarian Archers, they have both gone for the Kanane. I told you she was fucking good. I was right, I was spot on. Meanwhile, they're just trying to scout up the hill. They're not pushing for that flag though. Maybe they know that Nilfgaard did bring a catapult, and instead they're waiting for Nilfgaard to push over the hill, and that way the Scorpions can shoot them, and it does negate the catapult damage, because they can't shoot that damn far. And that looks like exactly what they're doing there. A bit of an old camp fest happening. So it might take a while for the action to start up. So what have you guys been up to lately? Yeah, they're scouting each other out. No one wants to push up onto that hill. If Nilfgaard does push, they're going to lose the advantage of having a catapult. So they have to wait until the catapult moves over. It's not the quickest unit in the world, so that might take a while. Meanwhile, I think Surge is trying to hunt down the catapult while it moves to a new position. And also scouting out the enemy, just seeing what's going on. You know, just chilling out, basically. Going for a bit of a tour around the country. There's some cav battles over there. Can't see it, because the camera's here. But you can see, look, in the background there, they're fighting each other. And it does look like the Solar Cav is winning. Yep, they've won that. They've wiped out at least 2 units of the enemy. And now they can hang back. They got the ticket lead, so they don't have to worry about it too much. They can let the enemy come to them. Saying that, one of Maria's spear units is moving towards the flag. I am not sure why. They do have the ticket advantage. Maybe it's just to put some pressure on in case that catapult does get... Here we go. The catapult is in range. It looks like there might be 2 of them. They've changed over to 2 catapults. They are in position now. So the pressure will be on for Maria. Once they start launching into them, they're going to have to go up the hill. And that's not a good thing. That's kind of fucked. Because if they go up the hill, they don't have the flag. It's not the best positioning. It's not what you want. And that's why I think they're putting those spears up there, hoping to take it. It's just not a good position. So yes, Nilfgaard is going to get a point advantage if this continues. Maria has taken control of the forest. There is a few things for the archers to shoot here. Unfortunately, the archers do hit for fuck all from the forest area. If you use that barrage, the enemy archers can move up on you. and dominate you, so he's probably saving that. He doesn't want to waste it on the spears too damn early. And here we go, we got some barb archers hiding in their infiltrate. He must have changed from Kanani down to... Oh no, there we go, there's the Kanani. So they've got double archers, the barbs and the Kanani. And I'm not sure what the fuck is happening to the catapults. They're both teams are hesitant to go in, trying to get that campy advantage with their siege equipment. In my opinion, it's only a matter of time until Nilfgaard does get the lead, because catapults, when it comes to shooting over a hill, do have an advantage. But Maria's still got the lead. I'm not sure how the fuck they're pulling that off. Oh, here we go. Their spears have managed to smash the shit out of those swords. They are not having a good time at all. And I'm guessing those scorpions must have done a bit of work to them as well. Here comes the push though. Here comes the fucking action. And that has caused Nilfgaard to lose the lead. But they can wipe out... They've wiped out half a catapult. Well, more than half. They almost wiped the whole fucking thing out. The problem with siege equipment, they don't give a fuck. They can set up with 4 or 5 dudes and do the same amount of damage. They're pushing hard here. Morgan's going in to try to shoot the archers with his javelins. If they're allowed the opportunity to get in range of the enemy archers, they can do some way good damage. They will fuck them up. And yet, it looks like Maria is coming into the lead. I can't see down the fucking hill, but I think the javelins did get in range of those archers. The cav went in there, just wiping them from the battlefield. At this stage, Nilfgaard has lost most of their range units, from what I can tell. Meanwhile, Maria still has a pocket over here. A few javelins, not too many, but they have the Scorps still kicking ass. I've got to say, this is the first competition I've seen melee just win out. They won the battle here with the melee. They won the battle there with the melee. And over here, the spears, near the flag, which you can't see anymore, the spears just dominated those swords. When you do fight the spears, you want 2 units to go in so they can't just back off. You need a unit to get them in the flank or the side, or they will lose. Everyone's health bar has disappeared. Who the fuck knows who's... Oh, here we got the health bars back. There we go. Oh shit, it's evened up. It's evened up. I don't know how. Maria seemed to have a decent damn lead. But there is still some archers on Nilfgaard's team. There we go. There goes the charge. He will lose that cav, but he did take down a bunch of units with him. Was it worth it? Oh, he got out! He fucking got out. He's using witchcraft, and then he routed. The witchcraft did not work. It worked for a little while. It kind of backfired in the end. Here come the pikes. I think the pikes are going to carry it. Mostly because I just fucking like pikes. Here we go. Oh, if he gets them down here. He didn't. Oh, he got them down. It was just a bit delayed. So he will end up killing that sword unit. It is going to take a fair amount of time, because the problem with the good old pikes, when it comes to killing 2 or 3 units right at the end, it does take a while. There goes a rapid advance. That's why he can turn so quickly. And the swords know it. They just got the fuck out. Even though they did get the rear charge, it doesn't really matter when the pikes can turn around at such a high speed. And Nilfgaard has now got the lead. We did miss a chunk of the battle. But, yeah, they got the lead somehow, so fucking good on them. I'm going to guess it was because they managed to defend their archers for a very long time. And now Maria has no cav left to deal with that. Still 6 archers up on Nilfgaard. Only 2 on Maria. Personally, I think the pikes should have taken the flag and not the spears they put in at the start. But hindsight's a great thing. That's what you can do when you've already seen the fucking match. When you're in the match, it's a bit harder. We will, I think, yep. Damn, I think it's still going to be close. Those pikes are going to wipe out both these swords. He's baiting him in. See, that infantry is going to think they can get a rear charge. The minute they get close, they'll pop that rapid advance, turn around. Here we go. They're already turning. And now they're going to wipe out another sword unit. I don't think it's enough to give them the lead. But they will take those swords down there. They turned around already. They're nailing them. It's not enough though. I'm not sure what they can do at this stage. The only way they can really get in front is if Nilfgaard fucks up. And here we go. Both the 6 archers from the red team are in range of those pikes. They can shoot them down anytime they want. After they finish the archers on Maria's team, there's not much chance of them losing now. So we are going to be moving into a 3rd game. This pike guy is just checking out what's over here. You never know. There might be an Easter egg. But eventually he's just going to get shot to shit. Let's admit it. There's not much he can do. He might as well come out of the forest and just face his fate. Or he can hide there, you know. Either way, mate. Hide in the forest, have a pull, do what you want, but you're not going to win this game. And I'm surprised the archers have not spotted these pikes in the forest. I guess they're too busy charging the other archers at the other end of the... Yeah, they could cap. They could do a bunch of things. I think they're playing it safe and waiting a good 2 minutes until the game just ends. There's a nice close-up of the catapult. Look at that. Engineers at work. They did a marvelous job. Look at that. It's a beauty. It's fucking good. The woodmanship involved in creating that thing is a marvel to behold. How did they fucking do it? Oh, there we go. 1-1. We will be moving on to a 3rd game. It could go either way. Either way. That was fucking close. At one stage, I thought Maria had it in the bag. And then it turned around. It just turned around. Once Maria lost that cav, they couldn't put so much pressure on the enemy. Dream Team and Sons of Zeus will be fighting on the same maps. So what would be interesting is to see if they prefer the Barbarian Archers over the Kanani Archers on Oasis. And then if they swap it up for the second map and start using Kanani. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. We'll just have to fucking wait. Alright, here is the unit selection. Looks like Maria is only bringing 3 archers with good old Arminius and his Gimp Mask. Meanwhile, Nilfgaard has, what is that? One bloody, 2 archers. There's put the pikes in the middle for some reason. And 2 scorpions. So they've changed over. Oh wait, no, the teams have just changed over. So Maria is the one, once again, bringing 2 scorpions and the Kanani archers. Meanwhile, good old Nilfgaard has the 2 catapults and 3 Arminius archers. So while the Arminius archers, we've been seeing a lot of them, I'm not sure if they can beat the good old Kanane with her barrage. We'll find out. And both teams are bringing Solid Cav this time. What the hell is that? Boudica Cav. Interesting choice. I guess they're just running around providing double buffs to their team. They do have the Rebellion buff and the Prescription. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Good old Booty Cav. There we go. Meanwhile, we've seen Millie, good old Vanilli, in every damn game. He's going strong in the paint. I've got to say, it's going to be interesting to see the Hannibal swords versing off against the Germanicus swords. Which one will win that engagement? Because at the higher tiers, Hannibal does catch up, he starts getting all those buffs. But at tier 8, Germanicus is at his full strength. Yeah, you did tell me to play Boudica Cav, but it's quite different when you have tier 6 Boudica. Her Rebellion is pretty shit compared to tier 8. We're back to the unit selection. Not much has changed. So hopefully we are heading into the game soon. One thing I find surprising, because Versi is not at its full potential until tier 10, we have not seen any Versi-Cav in this tournament. It's all been Arminius, and now even Boudica. Sulla seems damn popular at the moment. And Hannibal's swords, those tier 8 swords have been turning up throughout the whole tournament. We've seen them. And they've been dominant in so many damn games. He starts off a bit weak, but the higher he gets, the more you see of him. So I might actually have to level mine up. Yeah, I think the Velksman is a risky choice because they only just got buffed. Both the Barbarian consumables and the Velksman themselves got buffed halfway through the tournament. So to use them now would be a bit risky. Oh, last game was Versi-Cav? I didn't see much fire though. And I think if you are going to play that Versi-Cav, you have to chuck a bit of fire around. Make sure everyone knows where you are. Just light the fucking forest up in flames. And all that kind of shit. Jesus, every time they change loading screens, I think we're going into the game. We should be pretty damn close now, though. Yeah, in this tournament, he has been a monster already. And to imagine how strong, if you see the buffs he gets at tier 10, he might be a monster, but they do change over to heavy infantry. At tier 8, I'm pretty sure they still have a bit of speed. And then tier 9 and tier 10, they change over to the heavier units. So that might kill their popularity a bit, but you get all those buffs. Apparently Hasdrubal has been in the tournament. I have not seen him though. Or noticed him. But he has been in the tournament at some stage. I'm guessing the quarterfinals. One thing that is interesting is that Maria, or should I say Morgan Black, is bringing tier 7 javelins over the tier 8 ones. Alright, here we go. We're into the third game. Whoever takes this one does go into the finals. Okay, we got the loading screen. They're both just scouting about, checking out what is going on. Somehow, Mad 1 has one support point. There's the first charge. It does look like Nilfgaard did come out on top of that charge, giving them a slight lead. They're starting to lose now, though. Starting to lose a bit of momentum. Oh, no. It's evening up. We can't really fucking see what is going on. And look at these mountains. Look at that. Nice little ocean over there. Beautiful sight. Those guys did not know how to park their boats. They fucked them all up. They need to learn how to sail a boat. Here we go, we're getting back into the action. Maria is... they are out on top at this stage. We're not sure what teams have lost what. Here comes the Cav. Oh man, if that Cav might have been able to sneak in there, it would have been a risky move. But they could have done it. Here we go now. The Hannibal infantry going in, popping all those abilities. And damn, that unit's almost routed. If he gets a rear charge on them, he might rout him. He's not going for the rear charge though. He is engaging the spears instead. The Cav is trying to get through. I think they've gone through. Nope, nope. They got stuck on the swords. That is not a good situation for Nilfgaard. Oh, damn. I hate when that happens. You think you're going to slide right through there, and then it backfires. The Arminius archers are laying waste to the enemy javelins though. They'll pick up some points there, maybe even get the lead. There we go, Maria's still in the lead, but they're closing the gap very quickly. If Nilfgaard's cav does get in range of all those javelins and all those archers, it's going to be a bit of trouble. Both teams are still neck and neck though. It could go either bloody way. What has each team lost? Here we go. One of the cav is dead over there. Both of them have lost 1 cav, 2 cav. So the cav advantage is pretty even at this stage. Maria still has 3, while Nilfgaard only has, well, they have 4. So they actually have more. It's still neck and neck though. It's really turning out to be a Scorpion versus Catapult fight at this stage. The Scorpions are shooting in there. They've got a nice amount of units to shoot at. Nothing really too friendly fire. Meanwhile, the Catapults will be launching boulders at the enemy. And both the archers are on decent health. They're having a little spotting war here. No one wants to push too far forward. Nilfgaard is retreating back to the swamp. They're going swamp country, while Maria is hanging around the forest like a bunch of hippies. It's anyone's game though. There's not too many points in it. I think Maria does have to move up though. The Scorpions cannot shoot into terrain they can't see. They have taken the flag. That will give them a bit of sight. The advantage that Nilfgaard does have at this moment is that Catapults can shoot into terrain they can't spot, while the Scorpions need to be able to see the targets they are shooting at. Another little cav war here. I'm not sure which cav is which. I can't fucking tell. But it's Barb versus Barb. So that we know that much. Yeah, both teams are just not wanting to put themselves in a bad position. Yesterday we did see a really aggressive team. I believe, yeah, they are versing the Dream Team. No, they end up losing. Sparta was very aggressive in the quarterfinals, and it did get them a victory against Sons of Zeus, but in the end, Sons of Zeus did win. Yet, no teams want to push forward. They're thinking, if I push forward, they're going to shoot the fuck out of me. And I don't want to be fucking killed. The biggest problem is the Catapults, yeah, they're just going to keep shooting. Maria does need to figure out what their plan is. With so many units in the forest and only 8 minutes to go, they have to figure something out here. Yeah, they're trying to wipe out that unit so they don't have any vision, which they have achieved. I'm not sure how they're going to approach this. It's a very bad situation. If I was them, I'd start moving all my units away from the beach and possibly go for that cap. At this stage, yeah, the Catapults are just getting work done. Boulder after boulder. They can't really see too much, but they have a general idea of what they're shooting at. The spears are trying to hold away the noble cavalry there. And they're just in, if they went a bit further into the swamp, there we go, they're going further into the swamp, so Maria cannot spot them. And they just have to let the catapults do their job, get some shots in, and they've got it in the bag. That seems to be their plan. Just wait it out. You got the ticket advantage. There's no need to push your luck. And that way they leave it up to Maria to make a move. And the only move is, in my opinion, to go for the cap point. Because if they push into that swamp, they can't see anything. And Nilfgaard is all set up in there. So anyway, guys, this is just what we're going to keep seeing. Nilfgaard just needs to figure something. Oh, sorry, Maria needs to figure something out. They're losing so many points just waiting this thing out. They got so many people on the beach, and there's nothing they can do there. They need to move to the other side of the map, get towards the cap point. If the pikes can block off a part of the cap, they'll be in a better situation. We have a bit of a cav war going on here. I think they're just trying to get to the enemy range. There's not much they can do. They have to go to the other end of the map. There's nothing in the swamp. Well, nothing good for them in the swamp. They're trying to use those scorpions to get some points. I don't think it'll be enough. I think Nilfgaard just needs to camp that swamp area. Maybe pull that cav back a bit. There we go. They're pulling back now out of the scorpion range. And then they got no problems. They just sit there and wait. Here we go, Maria is moving towards the flag. Oh, no, they're not. They're just pushing in. They're pushing into swamp country. A risky move. It could work. We just don't know yet. The archers did just get charged. Damn. It's not looking good for Maria. In my opinion, they should have gone for the cap. Moved all the people from the beach around to the enemy base so that catapults could not shoot them. But that's just my opinion. It probably fucking wouldn't work. They're pushing into that swamp, but they don't know where the enemy is. It's a risky move. Meanwhile, the enemy has probably surrounded their ranged units. You are allowed to cap. I'm not sure why they didn't go for that. This pushing into the swamp is so risky. It slows you down. You have no vision of the enemy. It could pay off, but it's just so damn risky. If they went for that cap, it would force Nilfgaard to come to them. Oh, it's not looking yet. I just think The Witcher 3 is going to the fucking finals. It's a great game. You guys should get it. If you've never played it, oh man, it's the best RPG. You have to get it. It's fucking great. And yeah, this is not paying off. Going into that swamp, no vision, is a painful move. I just think it's over. You're not meant to say that as a commentator, of course. Oh yeah, it's still close. Look, oh shit. It could go either way, but I just think it is over. Ah, it's painful. It's bloody painful. Well, that's what I mean. If they're all in the swamp area, they could go to the cap. Nilfgaard would have to leave that area and then try to melee them down. They could have left the Scorpions at the tower in case they did push out of the swamp. Get some easy shots in. Okay, yeah. Just pushing into that swamp is so damn hard. It's painful. It's just painful to see. Here we go. Millie is hunting down the Scorpions. That is game. That is bloody game. It's disappointing because Maria, they usually make, as a team, they usually make good plays. But I'm not sure what the plan was there. The next match is the one I really want to see. It's going to be good old Dream Team versus Sons of Zeus. Yeah, they just, oh man, I don't know what to say. I want to know what was going through their heads when that decision was made. If they were just trying to take them by surprise, or they just had so many units. They still had 9 minutes. They had so many units at the beach, they could have moved over to the other side of the battlefield, pushed around where they had the terrain advantage, but they went for the rush. It did not pay off this time. And yeah, that cost Maria the game, unfortunately. I do like the Witcher though. So we will see them in the finals. But next, we will be seeing Sons of Zeus versus the Dream Team. I know, give us your thoughts. What do you think was going through their heads when they made those decisions? The pressure was on. When you're in that competitive scene, sometimes the pressure gets to you. The captain made a call. It did not pay off this time. Nilfgaard did play it safe. They had the ticket advantage. They did not have to leave the swamp. And yes, The Witcher is fucking good. And the DLCs are worth the dollar. Yeah. This stream is sponsored by The Witcher. The problem was, Nilfgaard still had their cav as well. So it's very hard to move in, because if their cav charges out of the swamp and hits your cav that's trying to scout, they get the surprise attack. It's just very hard to push that position. And what Nilfgaard did was what I see the Dream Team do a lot. The minute they get the point advantage, they retreat back and let the enemy come to them. Because on a lot of these maps, the defensive position is very strong near the end of the base. So if you pull back, once you get the lead, it's very hard to push. And here is the next matches we will be seeing is Dream Team versus Sons of Zeus. And I'm pretty sure these guys have fought it out 100 bloody times at this stage. So they're going to know each other's strategies. It'll be interesting to see because these guys usually pick similar combos. And they might mix it up, try to catch the enemy by surprise. You never know what might happen. That was one of the games I did call wrong. I did think Maria, from watching the semi-finals, I thought Maria might win that, but I was proven wrong. So in this battle, I think Dream Team will win. But I've been wrong before, you never know. The good old Sons of Zeus might have some surprises up their sleeves. Yeah, hopefully there's more terrain to look at. A bit of the view of the oasis. Some mountain shots. Some close-ups on the flower gardens. All that kind of shit. Yeah, I am surprised. Because Maria was looking very good in the quarterfinals. And in the first game they did dominate, and I'm not sure what happened. That third game, that was rough. That was really rough because they had 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I think the pressure must have got to them because, yeah. Walking into the swamp where your units are slowed, you have no vision. maybe they're not used to that map. But, you know, whatever, man. Whatever. Alright, here we go. We got the lineup here. The Tess playing Alexander Pikes and 2 Slingers. I wouldn't mind seeing that, what he can pull off with that. The Bubba, man, that's a good combo right there. He's got the 2 Scorpions and 1 Catapult. The long range and the short, well, the shorter, should I say. So he can shoot into, he can manual fire with the Catapult into terrain he can't see. Meanwhile, those Scorpions will lay waste with the auto fire. Sons of Zeus have gone a different route where they're bringing the Boudica Archers, which do have, I can't even, ambush. I never fucking use it because I'm a bit of a scrub. It does increase the range of your archers though. So I can only presume they're trying to use that advantage. And they got 2 javelins, not very ranged heavy. This will be interesting. And meanwhile, Telkor has 2 tier 7 pikes with the rage shields. And 1 tier 8 pikes with the Pycnosis. That way, he can play both games. He can play the camping game with the tier 7s and the rage shields. Meanwhile, the tier 8s, they just destroy face. Once again, Milli Vanilli coming up strong. 1 on each team. Man, he is just everywhere. And the Hannibal Swords, once again, we're seeing so many Hannibal Swords, so much Sulla, Cav. Yeah, Sulla, Cav, Milli Spears, Hannibal Swords. It's just on and on again, they're very popular. And it will be interesting to see Telkor's Pikes versus Tiberius, who has gone with the Leonidas. A bit slower, but they do have shield bash, etc. Alright, we're moving into the game here. The catapults are setting up. They're all just moving around the battlefield. There's the Cav there. Yeah, the Scipio Artie is so popular. Sons of Zeus did get a bit of spotting done there with RB's cavalry, so they know the general area that Dream Team is setting up in. Dream Team is going to use this 1 catapult though, just to get 1 ticket. They just need to hit 1 thing, and that will put them in the lead. That way, Sons of Zeus do have to come to the Dream Team. It's a very good decision. They just have to hit 1 boulder. The problem is, Sons of Zeus might know this, and they're all hiding out of range of the catapults. There we go. They really, you can see the pings, they really want to get 1 ticket. This has been one of their strats for a long time. They get the ticket advantage. That way the enemy has to come to them. Then they can use the Scorpions and the Slingers to their advantage. But like I said, these teams have faced off so many times. Sons of Zeus knows that. There goes the Archer Fire. They're shooting at something. If they can get 1 point. There we go. Oh, no. Whoa. Dream Team is in the lead. Now it's going to be trouble. Sons of Zeus has to come to the Dream Team. That is painful. Those archers missed. The catapult hit the archers. And they hit them again. And now, yep, the Dream Team, Sons of Zeus has to advance, or else they've lost. And I won't be surprised if we just see two catapults on both teams in the next round. These teams have very similar strategies. Yep, they're just waiting and waiting. They got the advantage. That one catapult just did all the work. It's a fucking catapult, man. It's shooting big ass rocks. Well, okay, it's a ballista shooting big ass rocks. It's half catapult, half ballista. Alright, shit. They might get some points here. Nope. Sons of Zeus are advancing. They had to. It does put them at a disadvantage. I'm not sure how they're going to pull this shit off now. Back in the day, I'm just going to say this, I'm going to sound like an old cunt, but back in the day, ballistas used to shoot goddamn sticks. And then something happened. They started shooting big ass rocks. It will be interesting to see if they do change over to the sticks. I doubt that's going to happen. Here they come. The big push. They had no other option. And yeah, that one catapult. God damn. That's like I was saying in one of my videos. I bet you're going to see 1 or 2 catapults in competitive play for disadvantage. Then you can just bring the enemy to you. You have the terrain advantage. And that's it. Oh, oh no! Talcor's pikes are getting a bit missed. Oh no, he didn't get his pikes down. I don't think he got his pikes down. He is getting shat on. It's not looking good. There's a rout. Sons of Zeus might pull off a victory here. The javelins, oh, it's a javelin versus javelin war. Here we go. Nope, they are retreating. They didn't like the look of the slingers. The slingers look like a bunch of assholes and they don't want to deal with them. Oh, the damage has been done. The javelins are going down. I want to know where Sons of Zeus's scorpions are. They might be setting up. We just can't see them at this stage. Dream Team is in the lead by a fair margin. The advantage of the terrain was just in their favor. That combo with the 1 catapult, 2 scorpions, that might carry them to victory. There goes the cav. Sons of Zeus have only 2 more cav units left. Oh man. They're in deep, but they don't have much cav left to kill the ranged units. You never know though. If that Cav can get to the catapult, no, it's way too defended. The good old Milli Vanilli is on the defense. He knows what he's saving. He's trying to keep their points intact. Solotel is just waiting for an opportunity to countercharge the enemy Cav. They have nothing to silence those pikes there. So there's nothing to really deal with the enemy pikes. They just have to ignore them at this stage. I think we're going to see Sons of Zeus bring catapults next game. I've got to say, there is a cap on the catapults. You're only allowed to bring 2 per team. And after this, I think both teams will be bringing 2 of them. It just gave such an advantage. Especially on this map. If you look, the minute you push over into the enemy's area, apart from here, there is not much terrain to use. And once again, Dream Team has used that to their advantage. The slingers, the catapults, definitely the MVPs. I just think it wasn't... They just got outpicked. Dream Team brought the better units to counter Sons of Zeus's units. And that's what it came down to.
Our base is under attack.
They have such a lead at this stage. They still have a lot of protection. They got the pikes there, 2 spear units. Nothing is going to get to the range. 3 spear units, nothing is getting to that range at this stage. And they're just going to slowly shoot the enemy down. Here we go. He might get a good charge here, but it's counter-charged. Not enough. Just not enough. He's just going to run those Scorpions away, save the tickets. That is all he really has to do. It is starting to turn around a little bit. If they can kill those Scorpions and the catapult, that is a lot in the favor of Sons of Zeus. Here we go. The infantry is getting very close to a lot of the ranged units on Dream Team's side. If they can corner them in, they might turn this around. The pikes are not down. They're too far wedged in that combat. But there's the charge. Sons of Zeus losing their ranged units. It's not looking good. It's looking pretty fucking bad for them. Luckily, this is the first game. They still have another game to bring it back. And I think it all came down to that catapult. That catapult is what did it. How's it going, David? You're just cashing the back end of this game. Dream Team just let the enemy come to them once they got ahead on the tickets, and it just put them in such a good spot. Sons of Zeus were pressured into advancing. It did not work out, and we're just seeing the ends of this. The last bit of combat before this game is over. The reason I'm not streaming on Twitch is because I have friends that are streaming on Twitch, and I really don't, you know, I just think, oh, they can stream on Twitch and I'll do it on YouTube. I'm not even in this game, man. Are you talking about the refs? What they have on both teams is some refs. So, yeah, I don't have control of them. They're tier 3. They're not in the actual game. But they're not part of the competition. That's just the refs. There we go. Good old Dream Team. But this happened last time. Maria was ahead. And then good old Witcher 3 made a comeback. Won 2 in a row. So we gotta have to wait and see. What is installed. No, I did not have control of the camera. I did not have control of any of the units. I have basically no idea when the games are going to start. So it's just a guessing game. And there we go. Dream Team is in the lead. There will at least be one more match before the finals. What's up, Carthage? I've got to say, Hannibal has been in almost every damn game running those swords. I did not see that coming. The most reliable units I have seen has been Barbarian Archers and Hannibal Swords. You see a lot of both of them. Also Melee Spears. Melee Spears is in every game. Yeah, that's true too. There has been a lot of Scipio arting. The funny thing is, Millie gets so much stronger at tier 9 and tier 10. So once we do move on to tier 10 competitions, Millie's just going to be everywhere. He already is. Well, in this, I think it is just Oath. So when they do get caught out of position, they can pop that Oath, and that will let their allies come in and save their asses. In solo queue, it won't work as well, because no one comes to save you. And that's what it comes down to. When it comes to team games, some of these units will be much better because you can rely on your allies. If you solo queue with Scipio, Artie, they're dead. They're just dead. And that is when you want to go solo Artie. That way you have the whip to reposition, run away, etc. One thing to keep in mind, in this tournament, you're only allowed one commander. Like, you can't just bring 2 millies. You're allowed the maximum of 1 of that commander. And that might be another reason we are seeing Scipio Artie, is because they want to bring Sulla Cav. If they bring Sulla Cav, they cannot bring Sulla Scorpions. So that is something to keep in mind. If this competition was at tier 9, I would not be surprised if you saw Sulla Infantry, Cav, and Javelins. You could have almost a full team of just Sulla. Well, there's 80,000 gold that is separated between all the teams. The top team, I don't even know, mate. I haven't actually looked at the prizes. I know it's 80,000 gold separated between the teams from the quarterfinals up to the finals. They have gone for, this is interesting, they have gone for Caesar Cav. Running around that battlefield with the debuffs, and the Sulla has changed over 2 javelins and 1 infantry. Meanwhile, on the other side, we still have the Sulla Cav and the Caesar javelins. And 1 infantry, once again. So, personally, I'm not sure about that one. Sulla, I like both Sulla Cav and Caesar Cav. You gotta spread those debuffs all over the place, just in everyone's face. You gotta spread it out. And they're both good at that. But since they are using the Caesar Cav, the catapults have gone for Germanicus. Once again, Dream Team is going to try to get a point advantage at the start. That will put the pressure on Sons of Zeus to push. That's why they do have 2 catapults, even though they might have to use Germanicus instead of Caesar. I would not be surprised if we do see the Sons of Zeus rush the enemy, because they can't really hold back too much with no siege equipment. And yes, Jackie Fish is playing. He's playing the Sulla Cavalry on Sons of Zeus's team. Yeah, I am surprised because I think they will have to rush. Because Dream Team has done the same thing over and over again, and it just works. You get the lead in the points, the enemy has to come to you, and they've done it just every damn game. It's just a solid choice. As you can see, they brought 2 catapults this time. I'm guessing instead of bringing 1 catapult, they brought 2, presuming that Sons of Zeus might bring 1 catapult. My personal favorite commander is good old Kanani. Milli Vanilli is up there, but I'll have to level him more. My Kanani is at tier 9, so once my Millie gets to tier 9, I start liking him a lot more. But at this stage, Kanane and Arminius are my favourite. Arminius does fall off at the later tiers though, in my opinion. Alright, here we go. The second game between Dream Team and Sons of Zeus. The catapults are already set up. Can't see much at the moment. It looks like Sons of Zeus have done a bit more spotting. They have way more cav. They've brought 6 cav compared to 3 from the Dream Team. The tier 7 archers have more damage than the tier 8s. So he has brought the tier 7 archers. They don't have... They have snipe, so that makes up for their shorter range. Basically, the tier 8 archers on Kanane aren't that great. So he has brought the tier 7 ones that do more damage. They have snipe. It's just weird. If this was tier 9 and tier 10, you know, they're pretty much the same. Like, tier 9 and tier 10, they have a lot of damage compared to tier 8. It's, okay, pretty much tier 8 sucks for Kanane. And that's why we are seeing so many barbarian archers. They've already set up their catapults at the flag. They just need that one hit. Here we go again. They get that one little bit of damage. You know what would surprise me is Sons of Zeus are going around the flank for that cap. Because from what I can see, yeah, they do not have much vision on that other flank. So if their whole team is pushing around, that could be interesting. Dream Team is ahead on the points once again because of the catapults. And they're just going to sit here. There's no reason for them to move. They got the tower. They've got the ticket advantage. That's all they had to do. I fucking hope it's a ninja cap. I hope they sneak around because... Man, at this stage, they have to advance, and advancing up that hill is not good. It looks like they are advancing now. Yeah, it's going to be painful. We do have a bit of action going down here, though. Who knows how many players are trying to sneak about. Where is it? There they go. They're pushing up that hill. That is going to be a hard game. Yeah, it's almost like they were waiting to get hit by the catapults. It is evening up now, though. Can't see much of the action. The camera is a bit too far back. Can we move forward, mate? Get the camera into the action. I think the plan was to let the Dream Team take the flag and then they'll try to surround them. I'm not sure how well that will work, though. There goes a charge. He got a bit, but the Caltrops just slow them down. The Javelins are getting away pretty much on full health. Meanwhile, Telcor did take a bunch of damage. The Archer Wars are on. And you got to remember, Dream Team only has 2 Archers, while Sons of Zeus has 3. Here goes the Javelin Wars. They are ahead on that, though. Grizzly is getting the better of the other Javs at this stage. But that could all change. This is ending up going okay for Sons of Zeus at this moment. All the range is just trying to escape as far as the Javelins are concerned. The Archer fight is going in favor of the Kanane over the goddamn Butaka Archers. Good on you, Kanane. Get some damage done. Damn, that lead. That is a big lead for this so early on. The terrain advantage. Dream Team did it again. They get the terrain advantage. And that just wins them the game. Every damn time. They managed to pull the catapults back. They're still defended. The enemy can't get to them. And that is going to carry them the whole way through the tournament. I would not be surprised if they continue this into the finals and win. Once those javelins get in range of the archers, they are dead on arrival. A bit of a cav fight happening here. It looks like Telcor did get the advantage in that cav fight. And Dream Team has everything going in their favor. Those catapults once again, just getting that slight advantage. Putting the pressure on the enemy. They have to advance. And going up that hill is such a hard push. Especially when you do not have line of sight on the enemy. And that's the end of the game. I do not have a team in this tournament because it is EU versus CIS. Well, EU and CIS. And I am on the Asian servers. And which will be the next tournament. So hopefully I can get a team for that. Yeah, there's no way. That's just such a big lead. Over 300 points. Dream Team has just been dominant through this whole competition. I'm surprised Sons of Zeus did not bring any catapults to counter that. I'm not sure what the plan was. I thought they were going for the rush. Take that hill. Put the pressure on the enemy while they tried to set up the catapults. It did not work this time though. They tried to, I guess, bring the enemy to them. But without siege equipment, that is very hard to do. That will be 2-0 in the favor of Dream Team. They are moving on to the finals, where they will be versing Nilgrad from The Witcher. Nilgard, should I say, from The Witcher. Here we go, a bit of sword on sword, cav on cav action. Murder is coming in here. He will wipe that cav out very quickly into that phalanx, getting that bonus damage. There we go. They have surrendered. That is the end of the game. Dream Team just using those catapults and pulling off those victories. That's all they need. They just need as more catapults than the enemy. Honestly, I wish I knew what was going through their heads. This is what happened in the last game. Dream Team did the exact same strat. It worked once again. I'm not sure what the plan was. I thought it might be a Ninja Cat. But that was not the case. And now we have Nilfgaard versing the Dream Team. Yeah, I'm thinking they're just too good. At this stage, there's no competition for them. But you never know. You never know. Nilfgaard could just pull out that win. I thought Maria would beat them. But it turned out that was not the case. And this might be another upset. Probably not, but you never know. Well, it should be interesting because Nilfgaard and Dream Team have been using the same strategies where they are using the catapults to get them in the lead in the points. I'm pretty sure that will follow over to the finals. And it's going to be a cattle war. That is why I think they are introducing that new archer commander on the barbarian side that does have a lot of range, a lot of focus fire abilities, and that will put some pressure on these teams that try to use the tickets to their advantage. It does look like they have changed units. There is no longer... Wait, we haven't seen the fucking units yet. It's a new game. We are seeing Felksmen. This will be the first time Felksmen have been in the tournament from what I've seen. And that is with the good old Boudica with one Archer unit. The Dream Team is not bringing much range at all. They've still got the 2 Scorpions, they've still got the Catapult, but only the Slingers, 2 Slingers, 1 Archer, and they will be facing 2 Catapults and 6 Archer units. This might be the first time Dream Team will have to advance against another team. Once again, we are seeing the Boudica Cav. It's an interesting choice. We've seen it twice out of them, and now we're moving into the game. Talcor has gone in deep, just getting a bit of spotting going on, but that has put Nilfgaard in the lead. They're pulling back. They've seen the Tigers. They've seen those Tigers. They know they have the lead. And now, Dream Team will have to go and advance on Nilfgaard. Unless they're relying on those catapults, it looks like Nilfgaard's catapults are eating a bit of damage there. So it might just be a catapult. I'm not sure how much Dream Team has taken in damage on their catapults. We cannot see that at the moment. But Nilfgaard's ones have taken a bit of fire. But who the fuck knows if they know if they're hitting catapults or not. They haven't been able to spot too much. And at this stage, Nilfgaard is just waiting it out. They have the range advantage. As long as they manage to stay ahead on the points, they're just going to wait and wait. What Dream Team has planned, I am not sure. The catapult fight has stopped. So they're probably moving to another position. It's very, very quiet at this stage. It's the waiting game. Who can wait the longest? Apparently both teams can wait very long. Oh, there we go. The catapults have put Dream Team in the lead at this stage. They're both relying on the same strat. It's a big old fucking campfest. The Slinger's getting some damage there. The Scorpions are shooting at Nilfgaard. They have to pull that bloody unit back before they get too far behind. That Scorpion is doing some work. Now it's on the other foot. They're both relying on the same strat, which makes this game boring as fuck, but let's hope something interesting will happen during the end. Eventually, the team with the lowest tickets will have to advance, unless they think their range is better. I have a feeling if Hopot stayed back a bit more, he wouldn't have got shot to shit for one. But you know, Stuff happens. Shit happens. And it just came down to this. Who can wait there for the longest period of time? Both very defensive teams, hoping to take advantage of their catapults and of their range. I'm surprised that Nilfgaard has not taken the hill. From the hill they could use that range advantage. But instead they're relying on the catapults, putting them ahead. I don't think it's going to work. Getting that many points, catapults are good to get you a ticket lead. But when it comes to doing that much damage to get you ahead, yeah, take a drink break, come back in 4 minutes. And this is what happens. You have these teams, they're running the same kind of strat. And none of them wants to give up on it. They're both just waiting there for an opportunity. And look at that. Look at that shit. They're waiting over there. Look, we got Cav there. See the Cav there? They're moving. This guy, he's waiting. That guy, he's trying to line up some shots. He doesn't want to give away his position though. Which doesn't really help when it's live streams, because eventually, if the Dream Team does check the streams, they can see the catapults are right there. That won't help them at all. And this is why we need the new commander to come out. That way there's some archers that can push these arty heavy teams. And it's a big old waiting game. The Cav is in there. We can't really see what's happening. The Scorpions are still getting more shots. I'm not sure what Nilfgaard is going to do at this stage. They're still relying on those catapults. And to get 45 tickets on the catapults is a hard task. Nilfgaard did try to scout earlier on. It did cost them one of their cav though. Yeah, they're definitely waiting. That 5-minute mark, they'll have to... Oh, there we go. They're getting some Archer Fire into Telcor. It won't be enough to put them ahead on tickets. Damn, they're just waiting. They're both relying on their range to carry this game. The tickets are damn close now. Both teams just relying so heavily on that range of... It looks like Nilfgaard is pushing around the flank. They know they're behind on the tickets. There's only 5 minutes left. They have to do something. There's 10 tickets difference. Oh, there we go. Now it's getting real close. They're well aware of where Nilfgaard's catapults are. Now Nilfgaard is in the lead. Man, they're both just pushing that defensive strat. They don't want to risk anything. They're going for the win. This is like watching Mayweather. Boring as fuck, but he wins matches. I'm surprised, man. One of these teams has to make a damn move. Only 4 minutes left. It's going to time out. It's definitely going to time out. Here comes the move. They're pushing in. Come on, you can do it. Get in there. Let's see some action. If they can disperse down the little amount of spears they have over this side, that will give them the ticket advantage. Just keep pushing up. Keep pushing up. Maybe even... Nope, they're pulling back. They're relying on the catapults, I guess, to get the rest of the tickets. I don't think that will happen, though. They must know they have the range advantage. Use that focus fire on the flag. That will remove them from the flag. And then push up the rest of your forces. There we go. There goes the focus fire. Still, they have to make up 16 tickets. They have to do something here. Do another focus fire on that tower. There we go. It's going in. It's missing. Yep, they know they're in Shit's Creek. They're pushing up. It's not looking good though. 2 minutes 30. It's going to come down to this. The last minute push into the enemy base. Hoping they can use those archers to pull it off. If Dream Team retreats at this stage and just leaves the base, they will win. Here we go. They're just shooting as much as possible, trying to get the damage in there. They might be able to pull it off. There's still 2 minutes. Here comes the charge. Nope, he's not risking the charge. If Nilfgaard's Cav can kill the Scorpions, that will put them in the lead. It does not look like the Scorpions are defended.
Base will soon be ours.
Oh, they were defended. My mistake. That was Arminius Cav. Nilfgaard relying on that range too much and leaving the base push too late in the game. Both teams running the same strat. It just worked out better, slightly better for the Dream Team. There is a lot of combat going on now. Oh damn. There's the charge though from Telcor into the range units. That has made a massive gap in the cap points. The ticket points, should I say. And there's not much Nilfgaard can do at this stage. "45 seconds left. Telcor is lining up another charge. There we go. Getting that range down, making the gap even bigger. They're going to go ahead and take a point. Hopefully the next match, things spice up a bit more. And that's the countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go, Dream Team taking the victory. Well, you're not too late for the finals, and we have Nilfgaard versing the Dream Team, both using the same strat. Unfortunately for Nilfgaard, the catapults did not do enough damage, and Dream Team did get the lead. Okay, so it looks like Dream Team is only bringing one catapult. Meanwhile, the other team has no catapults at all. Not much range in it. Only 3 archers. And 3 javelins. Compared to Dream Team's 2 slingers, 2 scorpions, and 1 catapult. So Nilfgaard might be going in to put the pressure on the enemy. We are seeing the first premium unit I have seen in the tournament. Telkor is bringing those tier 8 war dogs. Interesting map to be playing on. This is a very short match. There's not much room for the catapults and scorpions to use to their advantage. That's probably why we're not seeing so much siege equipment. Here we go. We got the pike duels going on. It does look like Nilfgaard is at a disadvantage there. Here come the war dogs. Those pikes are in the world of pain. I think the archers might just shoot in there, because those pikes are gone skis. It's an interesting choice for the finals. This map is tiny compared to the others. Damn, that was a good charge by the war dogs straight into those javelins. They did not even have enough time to put the caltrops down. The pressure is on for Nilfgaard.
Shields in position.
Both the pikes are almost dead at this stage. They have eaten a lot of ranged fire. And there's not much room for Dream Team to set up those catapults and scorpions, but they might not have to. With that early charge on the javelins, with their pikes winning, that has put them at an advantage. The second pike duel seems to be going in the favour of Nilfgaard though. They might make up some points there. Meanwhile, we have the swords going at it. The infantry is going in the favour of Nilfgaard, but they are still behind on the tickets. If Telkor can get to those, he's getting slowed by the caltrops though, but if he can get to the ranged units, he will wipe them. Nope, he's in the world of pain. Getting shot down here. Damn, it's such a lead though. Dream Team has a lead. I have a feeling Nilfgaard has lost most of their cav. As you can see over here, they have at least lost 1 unit of cavalry there. We did not get to see that, unfortunately, but that might be where their tickets are behind. And with that cav gone, they cannot sneak around to kill the catapults and the scorpions. The slingers are getting work done. They have the range advantage. The archers are trying to retreat, but if they do not go in, and with the slingers holding that flag, it's just going all in their favour. Nilfgaard might get the slingers here though. Unfortunately, the damn pikes stepped in the way, cutting down that bloody cav unit. It's just in Nilfgaard's favour, Dream Team's favour so much at this stage. The only chance here is if that cav can reach the scorpions, the slingers, and the catapults and get some damage done. But they're so well defended, I do not think that will be the case. And this is it. Dream Team has taken it. Unless they get a lucky charge, I don't think it will happen. Solitella is moving over to intercept the enemy cav. They cannot get to those range units. And that was, yeah, this short map is short games. I'm not sure if either team was ready for this map. Dream Team seemed to be a bit more comfortable. They carried out the same composition they usually use, and it worked once again. Nilfgaard did try something different. It did not pay out this time. Unfortunately, the cav on the red team did get around very early to the blue team's range units, and that tipped it in their favor. It's just a cleanup at this stage. Dream Team has this in the bag, winning themselves 80,000 gold. There we go, guys. That's the end of the tournament. Dream Team winning 2-0 in the finals. I hope you liked this live stream. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. It's 5:26 here, so yeah, that's the end of the tournament. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully the next tournament is a bit more smooth. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh, it's a best of 5? My bad. It might be. So stay tuned, because we're going into more games. I fucked that up completely. Apparently it might be the best of 5. Oh well. Yeah, so stay tuned. We're going to have 2 more, well, at least 1 more game. Yeah, 2 more games, I think. Yeah. No, 1. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Let's just wait. Alright, here we go. We're into the third game. Nilfgaard already with the lead. Telkor's cav is... Both the cav are going down. Now it's a tie. Both the cav just getting destroyed by the range units. It looks like they have very similar comps. Both teams having the slingers. Who will get the flag? It looks like Nilfgaard will. But Dream Team still has those catapults. I'm not sure if Nilfgaard... Nope, it does not look like they have catapults at all. So they're going to have to advance eventually. If they sit here, the catapults will keep shooting into the forest area and getting more points. Here we go. They're advancing those range forward. They're waiting for the infantry to catch up. And they're going to try to hit that base as hard as possible. They would have the advantage taking that flag, but they don't have any catapults. And they're behind on points. And Dream Team has done this before. They don't actually go for the flag. The minute they get ahead on points, they use the cliff edges on this map. And that way the enemy team has to advance on them. Am I streaming at all today? Nah, man, it's bloody 5:40 in the morning. I might, really late in the day? Yeah, this time Nilfgaard must know they have to advance to get anything achieved. They're not going to win hanging around that flag. The catapults are just going to keep shooting in there. The sooner they go in, the better it will be. Here we go. They're setting up now. They still have to wait for a few units. Once they go in, the catapults won't be doing as much damage. They'll get a bit of an advantage. They did just knock Dream Team's Telkor's units, should I say, out of infiltrate. A bit of a cav battle going on up this hill. It is going in Dream Team's favor. Cav versus infantry. It's usually going to end in the infantry's favor. And that's what we saw there. At this stage, I'm not sure what their plan is on the blue team side. They have to get in range of those catapults. Sitting in the forest is not doing them any favors. Here we go, they're all going in. Once those slingers do get in range of the artillery, they can do some damage, maybe pull back the game. But keep in mind, Dream Team also has slingers. When you don't have the catapult advantage, or even the Scorpion advantage, you have to go in. There we go. Telkor got a nice charge there. Getting even more points for his team. Less range on the enemy team. They had to push up early. The minute they noticed that they were getting shot by those catapults, they had to advance. I think they left it too late though. And now they're in for a world of pain. The ranged units have to run away from this infantry. The pressure is on. Meanwhile, Dream Team can relax a bit and get some shots in. It's sword v sword. They're crossing swords here. And it's not looking good for Nilfgaard. Here come the Pikes. They're going to snip the back of the Dream Team's units. No, they're not. They're pulling back a bit. And this has gone to shit. Dream Team with a massive advantage at the moment. Here comes the Cav to kill Nilfgaard's archers. Damn. It is looking very painful at this stage. That is it. That is bloody it. The end of the tournament. Dream Team going 3-0. Using the ticket advantage every game. Hopefully, the new commander spices things up. He does have a lot of anti-camping abilities, so I am looking forward to that. Such a ticket lead. There's no way for Nilfgaard to pull this one back. Not with the units they have left. That is it, guys. That is bloody it. Let's go wait for the end. Catapults shooting in. Slingers are still very healthy. Very protected. Talcor has been getting charge after charge. It's just a... yeah, they just dominated this match. And I've got to say, this makes me want that new commander to come out. So there is some strategies you can use against this with the new commander. And that's why I think they gave him those abilities. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Like, a lot of these teams have not brought artillery. Yet they sit back. In my opinion, if you're not going to bring the arty, you have to push forward to put the pressure on the enemy. And the only team we've seen do that was Sparta. And they only did it for one game. The one game they did do it, they won. And that's the end of the tournament, guys. Dream Team is taking the 80,000 gold. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. And now I'm going to fucking go to bed. I don't think that should be the end. Best out of 5? Yeah. And that's why I think this new commander is so damn important. He needs to be in this game to spice things up. And that's it, guys. Alright. Do you want to watch some Joe Rogan or Bill Burr? Bill Burr's my favourite comedian. Joe Rogan's pretty damn good too. But yeah, I should go to sleep. See you later.